If you're seeing this video, odds are this might be the very first time you've encountered my channel, and odds are you found this video buried among a million unrelated videos. This video is explaining why that is. For context, I normally make videos about video games, specifically games made by Capcom. This video you're watching now has nothing to do with Capcom, and the reason why is because every time I make a video about Capcom or anything Capcom related, it tends to get held hostage by YouTube. I'm not joking, by the way, that's actually what happens. I recently hosted a live stream explaining this phenomenon, and right now I'm cutting it down so that my regular viewers can explore it more. This live stream I felt like did a great job explaining my own impact and how this could be impacting other people. But naturally, I left a few things out, so I will interject and add some more context where I feel necessary. Please enjoy. Anyways, I have a few tabs open. We're going to talk about YouTube real quick. Yeah, let's start with the video analytics tab. I have several of these set up. These are spanning the course of several videos. YouTube is doing something a little weird. I'm not sure if I'm just misunderstanding the algorithm. I'm not sure if I'm just doing something wrong. I give a lot of care into the metadata for my videos. So here's like the description and stuff. I put chapters. Of course I put this in here. Specific words. I put like a lot of effort into my descriptions, believe it or not. It's not just like a bunch of random shit, but YouTube is not necessarily bringing these videos to the right people. What do I mean by that? Well, if we go to the videos analytics and then we go under reach and we scroll down, you can see I'm getting a decent amount of impressions. I'm getting 1.3 click-through rate. It's not like the best in the world, but you're gonna see why that click-through rate is so low. It all comes in this content suggesting this video part. This video is being suggested next to amazing videos such as Mortal Kombat Scorpion vs. Sub-Zero opening scene 2021. I'm assuming this is the movie. That's a cool video. Here's Final Fantasy. I believe this is... My Roman noodles are so... Roman noodles. My Roman numerals are so bad. The price is wrong. Then it looks like we have a video from Peru. You're kind of starting to see a trend here. A rant about the best forgotten TMNT movie, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark. Just to really emphasize that shit. A white old prison guard took my virginity. Then we got some episodes of a podcast, it looks like. I'm a little confused as to why these are the videos that are suggesting mine. I get a total of 481 impressions, and you'll see from each of these videos that I'm being suggested on, I get 1 impression or 2 impressions. That's YouTube testing this amongst an audience. But notice how YouTube is not testing this amongst Street Fighter videos. Notice that there's Dark Souls 2, there's Tekken 8, there's Mortal Kombat 1, All-Star 7 Reading Challenge, Drag Race All-Stars. I'm pretty sure that's a sick video, but you know, it's not Street Fighter. Boss Rage Bonus, the Daigo Parry Evo Moment 37 Third Strike. So this is about Street Fighter. Notice how far I had to go up and how far I had to go down just to find this one Street Fighter video. So I'm being recommended against a Maximilian video, which, you know, is an honor. That's pretty cool. And the fact that it's a Street Fighter video, you know, that's going to help a lot. The one person who saw that, though, you kind of get the gist. Like, there's a few fighting game videos in here, which is cool, you know, because it is a video about a fighting game. But I count 1 Street Fighter video. That's a little concerning. Now, I realize in retrospect that this live stream seemed a little self-centered, and there's a reason for that. I was looking at exclusively my own data. That was all I had in front of me. So at the moment, all I could think about was myself. But once that live stream ended, it kind of started to hit me all like, oh shit, how is this affecting other people? Because I can't be the only person who has this problem, right? Who else is investing an entire month to make a whole YouTube video only to be boned the second they upload it? That's kind of what hit me as soon as the live stream ended. So keep that in mind. I'm going to be talking about myself a lot in this live stream because, I mean, it is my live stream, but do note that this would impact other channels as well. Just keep that in mind as you watch further. Let's go ahead and go to another one. This is Our Ink Ribbon's a Bad Mechanic. This is a video I made in December. Got like 1,000 views. You'll start to see something kind of shift with this one. As you can see here, 5,000 impressions because this video got a decent amount of views. 705 are from a Resident Evil video. So, little strange that this video got a decent amount of views and the views it got were from a Resident Evil video. It's almost as if someone watching a Resident Evil video would like to see more Resident Evil videos. I'm kind of like flustered right now because this is just so bizarre. I hope you guys can agree this is bizarre. We have Resident Evil Original versus Remake. Good, because this is a video talking about Resident Evil 1. There's Resident Evil 1 footage. Even the thumbnail is Resident Evil 1. It's it's a meme on Resident Evil 1. But anyways, yeah, we have a Resident Evil 1 video that is suggesting my other Resident Evil 1 video. That's good. I feel like that's what YouTube should be doing. Now, we're gonna go ahead and flip to a more successful video. This is the video that most of you guys have subscribed from, actually. This is my DMC auto assist video. And you can see here, this got a shit ton of impressions. It has a good click-through rate. This video, believe it or not, actually took 4 months to blow up. And I have a feeling that that's because it took 4 months for YouTube to recognize that this was a DMC video. Because look, the earlier impressions, it started with 0. Because that was right when the video was published, went to 6, slowly kind of grew over time. You can see all throughout August, throughout September, throughout October, throughout November. November was around when it started to really take off. I believe in November, this video was shared around Discord servers, and that's an important thing to mention. And because of this whole big spike here, YouTube is like, hey, this video got a decent amount of views. Let's just keep suggesting it. Because not only is it getting a decent amount of views, it's getting a decent amount of watch time. Now, it's only 3 minutes and 46 seconds, but this number actually goes up the more views your video has. At least this tends to be the case for my videos. But let's go ahead and go back to reach. Now, this is gonna blow your mind. What do you see here? You can see here people are sharing it on Discord, people are finding it on Google. Now, let's look at content suggesting this video. An incorrect summary of Devil May Cry 5 Part 2. The combo. I'm assuming this is referring to the Virgil combo, right? That I got 1,313 impressions from. Here is Nero Status, a DMC me. Oh, what the hell is that thumbnail? They put the nipples in the DMC. An incorrect summary of Devil May Cry 5 Part 2. Fine, I suppose this is how you wish to die. You can tell this is another Devil May Cry video. I've actually seen this video floating around. And then this combo broke me. I've been seeing this suggested too. I've been getting impressions from this, Royal Guard. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing I want to illustrate. These are all DMC videos. You need to play this game series now, 3 exclamation point. DMC 5 achievement that made me hate video games. I fucking hate that all S rank achievement. But yeah, here's another Virgil video. Here's another DMC video. Here's another DMC video. Here's another DMC video. My DMC video took off because it started spiking in impressions. And the reason it started spiking in impressions, my video started spiking in impressions and traffic because YouTube started doing their fucking job for once. They saw, oh shit, this is a Devil May Cry video. Maybe we should pair it with other Devil May Cry videos. And then what do you know? The second it got put next to other Devil May Cry videos, people who are actually interested in Devil May Cry saw it and were like, oh damn, I want to click on this video. And they clicked it and, you know, they either liked it, they disliked it. I don't really care. All I want is people to see my work and people enjoying it. That's what makes me happy. You know, I don't need a million views. I don't need any of that. I don't need like a shit ton of subscribers, but I do feel kind of a little bit of hostility from YouTube. Let's pull up another video that did pretty decently well, 48,000K impressions. Now this video didn't explode. I don't know if this one got shared on Discord. It looks like more people found it through Google search, so that probably explains it right there. As you can see here, when we scroll down, overthinking Resident Evil Part 3 The Cerberus, the secret to Resident Evil's success, why Resident Evil 7 is just as good as you remember. That game is amazing. I love Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil Zero kind of sucks. Resident Evil in the art of... You see the kind of trend here, right? Where the videos that perform well, they're being placed right next to videos that are actually related to the video. What a novel fucking concept. Maybe the Resident Evil video, where put in the metadata of the video that it is a Resident Evil video, maybe that Resident Evil video should be shown next to other Resident Evil videos. And you can see here, it's not just me. It's not just me being delusional or having some sort of conspiracy theory. Like there's proof. I don't know what Muhammad Ali has to do with this, but I got 0 impressions. I don't know why this is here. I got a view from this, but no impression. What the fuck? How does that work? But you can see here, the average view duration was 18 seconds because this was a completely unrelated video. Average view duration, 35 seconds from this Mortal Kombat video. You want to know why it was only 35 seconds? It's because it was a video about Street Fighter, and that person was presumably there for Mortal Kombat. 1 minute and 13 seconds on this Final Fantasy 16 video. I think that's 16. So you want to know why it's 1 minute and 13 seconds? Because this person is looking up RPGs. They don't want to see a video about fighting games. They're here for RPGs. So this is the thing that is kind of, I shouldn't say upsetting me, because like this isn't, again, it's just the internet. There's no point in being mad at the internet. But like, I feel a little bit like I'm getting fucked over by YouTube, because they're not putting my videos where they should be putting them. They're instead putting them in completely random shit. I hope you can kind of see what the hell I'm talking about, right? It's just, oh, what the hell? Can I go back, please? Thanks. Let's go back to another video, because, 3 examples or 4, however many I show. Stop showing me that. Oh my fucking God, YouTube. Stop. Holy shit, man. Can you not? Sorry, I totally missed you, Sequel. You gotta add hashtags in the description. Yeah, that's the thing. I go to, okay, I'm gonna show these later, but yeah, I actually do add tags to the description. So, and I'll even scroll down, and you can see here, I put the name of the game down here too. This is a gaming video, and it's a Street Fighter 6 video. It should be pretty obvious that this is a Street Fighter video. But again, if I go to reach, you probably saw it earlier, it was linking to a Final Fantasy video and a Mortal Kombat video. There are already so many pros to just YouTube using metadata that you're already giving them to feed into the suggested part of your videos. All of this data you're giving YouTube every time you upload a video is already being put towards search. So why it doesn't get put towards suggested is very confusing. If I wanted to make a Street Fighter video, I could put Street Fighter in the title, in the description. I could write tags that are Street Fighter related. I could write hashtags that are Street Fighter related. I could go into YouTube's own custom game selection thingamajig that's just down there that nobody fucking notices. I could put Street Fighter in there. And for some reason, YouTube will realize that it's a Street Fighter video in search, but it will not notice that it's a Street Fighter video in browse. You may think this is a very specific example I'm giving, and yes, it is, because this literally happened to my latest video, which was a Street Fighter video. I made that video during the peak of Street Fighter 6 coming out. It was a Street Fighter related video. Street Fighter was a hot topic. I made sure I filled in all the metadata, and for some reason, it was not delivered to Street Fighter fans. It was delivered to Mortal Kombat fans and Final Fantasy 16 fans for some reason. And this was a double blow to the stomach, because those Mortal Kombat fans and those Final Fantasy fans, they're not there to watch Street Fighter. So odds are they probably accidentally clicked it, watched it for a few seconds, realizing, oh, whoops, I made an oopsie. And then they clicked out. YouTube uses that data, and then it decides, oh, these people we suggested this unrelated game to didn't watch for very long. Maybe we should stop suggesting this video entirely. Call me a heretic for saying this, but I feel like my Street Fighter video should have been suggested alongside other Street Fighter videos. The reason I say this is because my most popular videos were videos that did exactly that. My Resident Evil video that blew up lately got suggested alongside a bunch of Resident Evil videos. I mean, what a novel concept, right? It's almost as if the person who was already looking for Resident Evil videos wants to see another Resident Evil video. It only makes the most sense, right? YouTube wants to keep these people on the site for as long as possible. So why not give people more of what they're already looking for? Why use all of these metrics instead of common sense? And if you say, well, Rainan, that's not how I use YouTube. Let me give you a hypothetical situation. When was the last time you watched one single review, only one, and bought a product based off of that? I'm willing to bet that's pretty much never happened. I recently bought a Hori Fight Stick Alpha. The reason that I mention this is because before I bought my Hori Fight Stick Alpha, I watched reviews of the Hori Fight Stick Alpha, and I didn't watch just one, I watched several. I looked up one, I saw another one in the sidebar, and I was like, huh, maybe I should get this guy's take on it. Then I saw another one in the sidebar, and I'm like, huh, maybe I should get this guy's take on it. Eventually, it started giving me general videos about fight sticks, and before I knew it, I was down a rabbit hole. And those several hours that I was watching YouTube videos nonstop, YouTube was serving me ads. They were making money through ad revenue. Now, imagine if I watched that Hori Fight Stick Alpha review and all of the suggestions were entirely unrelated shit. I probably would have just clicked off and that would be the end of my escapade. Can you see where I'm going with this, though? I mean, it just feels like common sense, am I right? Does YouTube have a reason they're not doing this already? It feels like this shouldn't have to be something that's pointed out. It feels like this should have been something that was implemented in the first place. Let's look at my Monster Hunter video. This is sort of like another medium example where YouTube is kind of doing their job. But yeah, you can see here I put chapters, I put links to even more Monster Hunter videos. You know, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is on here. But yeah, here, look, this is another good example. Planet Zoo, but I elect to Twitch chat as CEO. I'm sure this is a pretty cool video. I've kind of always wanted to play Planet Zoo, but it's not a Capcom thing. It's not a Capcom game. This is a Capcom channel. And then here's my other video. This one makes sense because this is a video from my channel. But here we go, trying to beat hardcore Minecraft with my idiot friends. Look at this shit. It's putting me alongside Minecraft. Why? I've never made anything about Minecraft. I have nothing to do with Minecraft. Simple to advanced way to play longsword. So you can see here, it put me alongside that video. But interestingly enough, I got a view from this one, yet there's no impression. I'm not sure what the hell that's about. 3 minutes someone watched. My daughter's surprise sweet 16 birthday party gone wrong. What I have to do with this, I'm not entirely sure. This part especially started to worry me. I noticed that some of my videos were being suggested among kids content. Now, for all my regular viewers, you've probably heard this, but for all of the new viewers, I want to make it explicitly clear, my channel is not a kids channel. As a matter of fact, it's the polar opposite. I talk about a lot of rated M for mature games on this YouTube channel, and I would really hate to see some kids stumble onto that shit. Now, I could age restrict my own videos, but that would be counterintuitive, as that would also harm my audience as far as adults go. I risk having my mature videos being shown to kids, and I can't age restrict because then nobody sees it. This issue could be partially dealt with if my videos about rated M video games were suggested alongside other videos about the same rated M video game. But as you can see here, that's sadly not the case, and now I have to be a little anxious that kids might be coming onto my channel. Something that I'm really not happy about. Part of my brand is that I make risque and edgy jokes on my YouTube channel, and I don't want to expose children to that. However, I also don't want to change my entire brand just to suit an audience that I didn't want to appeal to in the first place. So, can you kind of see the dilemma I'm in right now? I don't know. I don't want to say like they're obviously not doing this intentionally, right? I think this is a weird systemic thing going on. ASMR alien abduction and inspection, cranial nerve exam. Like, why is this being suggested next to this? When have I ever talked about alien abductions? The channel name is Fun Capcom Videos, and the videos are about Capcom stuff. They have the game, they have the name of the game in the title. They have the name of the game in like the tags and the metadata. It's right there. It's right there. Right there. Again, it's internet shit. It's nothing to get like too flustered about, but I have people regularly telling me that my videos are really cool, that they genuinely like my videos. I have like actual like returning viewers and people who like make these streams pretty often. They like my stuff. That's really cool. I really appreciate all of you who actually like my stuff. I just wish my stuff was being shown to more Capcom fans. Like it's so weird that like, here's Roblox. I believe I've proven my point. Here's, I guess, my call to action. Here's like my plea to anyone who may be watching this. If you enjoy my videos, because that's the first requirement. If you watch any of my videos, you know, if I can recommend anything to you, if you watch this video and you like it, do me a huge favor, guys. If you're in a Monster Hunter community, could you share this in that community? Like, just do me a huge solid. Only if you like this video. Watch this video and ask yourself if you actually like it. And if you do, link this in a Monster Hunter Discord or a Monster Hunter message board. Make sure other Monster Hunter fans see this. Let's say you like my Street Fighter video, right? If you like my Street Fighter video, you genuinely like it, if you're in a Street Fighter message board, please share this video there. Or let's look at my Resident Evil video. Oh, there's me, there's my face. So if you genuinely like my Resident Evil video and you're in a Resident Evil Discord or a Resident Evil message board, please take this video and share it in that Discord. The reason I'm asking you to do this is because YouTube apparently uses the watch history of the few people who are clicking on these videos to dictate what videos my video gets linked to. So for example, if you clicked on my Resident Evil video and you have absolutely no Resident Evil in your watch history, for some reason YouTube still uses that data, and all of a sudden my video is next to my daughter's sweet surprise 16th birthday party. It doesn't make any sense. What I ask of everybody is that you please take my Capcom videos and show them to Capcom fans. I need people who are already watching Capcom stuff to see my Capcom videos, because otherwise YouTube is going to do this thing where it doesn't realize that I'm making Capcom videos, and I could put all the tags in the I could put all the tags I want, all the hashtags. I can put the name of the game like twice. I can put like the word debate and like controversy, and I could put Capcom in the description as many fucking times as I want. YouTube, for some reason, will only choose specific videos where it's like, oh, this is a Resident Evil video. It'll be like, it'll say this is a Resident Evil video, and then it'll go to, where's my other one? It'll see this, and this is like, this is not a Resident Evil video, even though it's right fucking there. Please share it because other people will probably like it too, and then that's gonna boost my channel. That's gonna help other Capcom fans find my channel. Fuck, man. It's it's just very strange that they do this. I couldn't help but notice that the videos that perform best are the videos that bypass YouTube's algorithm entirely, which is where I want to make a call to action where you can help out so many creators right now. YouTube uses the watch history of the few people who click on these videos to justify what videos it gets suggested next to. So if you want to help a smaller channel out, here's what you do. You take that smaller channel, check out the rest of their content, make sure you actually enjoy their other videos, and if you do enjoy their videos, please share it in a related community. If you're in a Discord server that's related to the video, if you're in a message board related to the video, please share it in there. So for example, if you like my Resident Evil video and you're in a Resident Evil Discord, please share my video within that Resident Evil Discord. If that Resident Evil video gets a lot of people who watch it, who also happen to have Resident Evil in their watch history, that kind of reprograms YouTube to suggest it only to people who have Resident Evil in their watch history. This means that you can help my Capcom videos be seen by other Capcom fans and not these other people who are accidentally tanking it. And this applies to any niche on YouTube, cooking, hardware, whatever you can think of, man. Right now, just sharing that video could be way more helpful than just subscribing and liking the video. As far as what creators can do, well, unfortunately, it seems that creators have to put out more videos and hopefully train YouTube that way. It seems like it's something that can be done, but the process would be very much expedited if people were willing to share our videos. So please consider doing so. You're not obligated to, of course, but it would be very helpful if you did. If you want to learn even more about this specific phenomenon, may I recommend you an absolutely amazing video by Zachary Smigel. I'm going to link it in the description, but it talks about this a lot from the viewer's point of view. My video was how this impacts creators, but Zachary does a really good job explaining how this upsets viewers as well. It was actually complete coincidence that I found Zachary's video, as by the time I found it, I got the bulk of the editing for this one done. But, you know, it's very much related, and it's a very insightful video. That being said, I've just about said my piece, and I think it's time I did my usual outro. You can become a followy. What's a followy, you ask? Well, it's like a groupie following around a rock star, except there's no sex and there's no drugs. Well, except me. I get all the drugs. Hand them over, buddy. I don't get any sex, though. But you can become a follower by helping out Chun-Li and smacking that subscribe button. I do ask that if you want to subscribe, you actually subscribe for the Capcom videos, because I don't want to talk about YouTube very much. It frustrates me a lot. I thought the way I ended my stream was actually really funny, and I decided, fuck it. I want to end this video the exact same way, so please enjoy. Once again, tell me if the bottom text is a little too aggressive. Thank you guys for stopping by. I guess fuck off now.